Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, so if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, to be honest with you, if someone calls themselves Mr. Disrespectful, you can be assured that that's exactly what they are. You can also assure yourself that more than likely, you're going to see that person say or do something disrespectful because that's the image that they created for themselves. In this case, we have one of the most disrespectful rappers coming from Philly, but I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest that their drill scene and drill culture has become just as bad or maybe even worse than Chicago. Yes, Chicago started it, and yes, Chicago is popular for it, but from places like Indiana, New York, and Philadelphia, the young crowd has developed their own drill scene in those areas where taking a life have absolutely became a part of having something to rap about. In 2023, Philly's homicide rate was high with 410 homicides in the year alone. The year before that, in 2022, it was 500 bodies that dropped total in Philadelphia, which when you think about it, that's like a small genocide. So far in just 2 months of this year, in February of 2024, it's already been 43 homicides and the year just started. With crews going back and forth and bragging about catching bodies in their raps, it's almost like guys are literally catching bodies just to make music. One of the guys that is popular amongst these drill rappers in Philadelphia is Mr. Disrespectful himself, aka YBC Dul. Dul reps YBC, which stands for Young Bag Chasers, who is a group of young guys who deem themselves to be the most hated in the city. Dul got plenty of songs dissing his ops and taunting them, openly taking blame for bodies in his music and trolling his dead ops. Recently, he had went viral for going to one of his ops' grave, allegedly, doing a video and digging up a grave that some are speculating it was his op that go by the name Q Rizzy, aka Kwani. Many seen this video, but don't know the history. So in this video, we're going to be speaking on who Q Rizzy was and what made YBC Dul go to his grave and go viral. But before we do, y'all hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Now let's get into it. Jaquan Williams, aka Q Rizzy, aka Kwani, aka Kwani Raw, was a 15-year-old kid that was shot and lost his life back in 2021. Reports say that on January 16, 2021, he was walking to the store in the West Philadelphia neighborhood where he was approached by 2 suspects and shot a single time in his head. This happened in broad daylight around 4 p.m. in the afternoon near the intersection of 40th and Cambridge Streets. When officers responded to the scene, they found Jaquan laying on the sidewalk with a gunshot wound to his head. He was driven to Penn Presbyterian Hospital, where he would succumb to his injuries and lose his life just 1 day later. Being that he's young, police don't have any real motive behind why someone would want to take his life. However, they did find that it was 2 suspects that are now wanted. Home security footage was released, and police described the suspects as 2 black men wearing dark-colored jackets and pants, where one of them had a very distinct white stripe on the side of his pants leg, and the other suspect wore a light-colored hooded sweatshirt underneath his jacket. $20,000 was offered to anyone with information leading to an arrest. Now y'all know I can't be biased and I gotta play devil's advocate. But once people realized that Q Rizzy was only 15 years old, people felt sympathetic and wondered why would two men want to take the life of a 15-year-old. However, one thing that I found out, covering drill culture, and one thing it has taught us is that no matter the age, you could lose your life to a kid 15, 16, 17, and sometimes even younger than that. So yes, it's unfortunate, but once again, it's no telling why this 15-year-old lost his life by two men in broad daylight as he simply walked to the store. Fast forward to YBC Dul going to his grave, it could be a mixture of one or two things. One, Q Rizzy did something when he was alive that made him feel that they needed to be so disrespectful towards him, even after his death. Or YBC Dul just really is that disrespectful for no apparent reason. Who knows? Now, as far as the grave and it being Q Rizzy's gravesite, I see there's people asking if it was really Q's grave or not, and to be honest, nobody knows. Everyone assumed it was his gravesite just because he went and said Q Rizzy's name while he started digging the gravesite. But to be honest with you, anybody could do that. Anybody could just yell a name to be trolling and, go viral for the sake of just going viral. I could go to a gravesite right now and yell out Tupac's name. That don't mean that it's his gravesite. Now, I figured Dul was just trolling and everyone else pretty much blew it out of proportion and put their own assumptions to it. And it's crazy because almost every blogger actually picked it up and reported on it. So if you didn't know who YBC Dul was before, I'm sure mostly everybody do know so now and know him as a guy that was trying to dig up his op's grave. Now, the unfortunate part is how cruel social media could be towards a 15-year-old that they pretty much didn't even know. A quick search upon Q Rizzy's Instagram page will show that just days ago, some even hours ago, you have people trolling him in the comments that don't even know him. Keep in mind, it's only one post on the page and it was done in 2021. So we know that social media is going to be social media, but it just shows how easy it is for the drama to go viral and for controversy to spread like wildfire. So much people trolling a 15-year-old that they don't even know. Keep in mind that this kid also has a family that have to see that every time they look at his page as well. Crazy. Now, when it comes to the affiliation with YBC Dul and Q Rizzy, you can do your own research. I'm not here to be incriminating anybody. However, I'm sure there's videos all over YouTube about it, so all it takes is a search. Prior to the viral video of him digging in the grave anyway, Dul already dissed Q Rizzy in one of his latest songs called McButtons and McNuggets, where he says, quote, "Grab Q Rizzy by the legs and drug him to the hellfire." And if you know, then you know. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.